everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lori and I am the face behind Entre Tejidos Crochet. I have thought about doing a challenge, but I didn't exactly know what sort of challenge to do other than the Get It Made challenge, and I kind of wanted to try something different, but it just wasn't coming to me. I know that the Wonder Crochet, Hooks and Healers, they do a bunch of different challenges. Lately, I've been doing quite a bit of like behind the scenes things like painting safety eyes and packaging up orders. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Let me rephrase that. I've been listening in with these YouTube videos. So I'll just place them, I'll play them on my laptop and I'll just like zone out. From time to time, I'll look up. Sometimes I leave comments and whatnot. And I've been catching up on a lot of these videos, especially on videos by Hooks and Healers, Naughty Dreams, Sweetbeanscrochet. The fact that I've been able to catch up on most of their videos, it's like yay, because it's a way I can support my friends. Now, this being said, recently, Sweetbeanscrochet shared a video of a challenge she made where she crocheted for 24 hours. But she made it different. I have seen other people do 24 hours of crochet where they try to see how much they can crochet in 24 hours, like from, regular 24 hours. But Sweet Beans did it differently. She made the challenge that it will total up to 24 hours. Even though she did not consistently crochet for 24 hours, she would keep a timer and then time herself as she was crocheting until she reached a total of 24 hours. I'll link her video in the description box. And I thought that would be a perfect challenge because I kind of want to see how much I can crochet over the course of 24 hours. And the way that I'm going to do that, I'm just going to have the timer and then write down how much I've been working on and time myself that way. Plus, it can actually help me see how much, if I were to sell my Sailor Scouts, so I have Sailor Jupiter here, Sailor Cosmos, and Sailor Saturn here. If I were to sell them, I'm not going to sell them. But if I were, I kind of want to see how much time they really do take me. So over the course of the challenge, yes, I'll be timing myself, but I'll also be working on some pattern tests that need to get out over the next couple of days. One of them is a Sailor Neptune that I'm pattern testing for Woolly Tunes. But first, because I need to have the pictures by tomorrow, I need to finish the bunny pattern from Woolly Tunes that I'm also pattern testing for. If you've noticed that I have been doing a lot of Woolly Tunes patterns, yeah, I just can't stay away from them because they're cute. They work up great. Just how she makes everything as easy to assemble, as easy to make as possible. It's just, the focus will mainly be working on these pattern tests for Woolly Tunes. I also have a flamingo that I need to pattern test for, and a seal. So the main focus is getting through these pattern tests. If we have some time left over, I will maybe start working on my next pattern. So hopefully. But the good thing about it is that you are coming along for the ride. So I'll check back in a little bit once I've done some progress, and let's see how much I can get done in 24 hours. Okay, so just for reference, because I totally forgot to mention this, I have already started working on the bunny like a couple of days before, and so far I have the face or the head and the 2 ears. I still have to make the front paws, the butt, the body, the back paws, and the little tail, and then assemble everything up. But just for reference, that's where we're starting from. The ears, they go, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Yes, I am going for like this really, really bright and colorful bunny. But yeah, now I'm gonna start with the arms, then go down to the rest of the body and everything, and I'll check back in once I'm done with this like crochet session. All right, so I'm done with one of the pattern tests. We are into the 24-hour challenge. We are only an hour and 20 minutes in. And remember, I already had the ears done and the head. I made everything else and assembled it. And look! Look at it! I was kind of wanting to add a bow, but then I was like, no, I don't know. Because then I wasn't too sure on the color of the bow. And I don't know, I also think it's kind of cute that way. I love it. So this is the Hobie Honey Bunny Candy yarn, and I think I had in this thing, I think I had a roll, a skein and a half maybe, and maybe I have half a skein, so basically more or less like a skein to make it. And these eyes, these are new. I don't know, Buster, I don't know if at the time that I'm releasing this video if they'll be out, but these are called Orange Blast, and they're new. They're gonna be new along with some other neon colors that I'm going to have in my shop. But just look at it. So now I'm gonna take a short break, you know, stretch my legs, stretch my hands, and we're going to, since I have like 2 hours before I have to rush out the door, I think I'm gonna get ahead on the other pattern test that I have for Rachel's Yarniverse, and it's for her Suki the seal. And I thought I was going to use Parfait Chunky, but I'm going to use some leftover Lomaire yarn in Mint because I kind of really want to start using up that yarn. And here's a little thing. Right over here, I have my greens, right? Who would have thought that the greens, that greens were the most, they are currently the most yarn that I have in different tones, different textures and whatnot. So I kind of want to use up the greens. Plus, at the time that I'm filming this, Premier Yarns announced just yesterday that they're adding, I think it's 10 new colors of Parfait Chunky. And I want them, so I need to make space. So we're going to do that. So the next update will be once I'm almost done and ready to head out the door to see how much progress I have been able to make. So yeah, I'll check back in later. Okay, so it's been a little bit. According to my timer, I'm in 55 minutes into this pattern test for Suki the seal. She is going to be so big. These are her fins, like her little hands. And this is the head. This is definitely my first big, like, jumbo amigurumi of the year. The head, by the way, is unstuffed, so we all know that once we stuff it, it'll grow. This is the little nose, and then I'll place, I'm not gonna use safety eyes for her. I'm gonna use felt eyes, because the largest safety eyes that I have are 30 millimeter. And I think, like, I overall love to use big eyes on my projects, like here. But here, let me grab a 30 millimeter. The color is not going to be like the one, but like, I don't know. It's going to be kind of, no, I don't really like it. So I'm gonna go with felt eyes, which I do have ones that are like this big, and I think it'll look pretty well on her. And in those 55 minutes, I've been able to finish the head. Now I'm gonna start working on the body, and then I've already done the fins. So pretty good progress. I just need to take a break because bigger yarn is kind of hard on my hands a bit. So I do plan on working on her during my after school runarounds, but I'm excited because we've done great progress. In terms of the 24-hour crochet challenge, we are 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and we've already been able to finish a pattern test and be maybe halfway through our second one, which leads me to believe that once I'm done with the Sailor Neptune, kind of like her, but Neptune, I might have some time left over to complete the 24 hours, which means that you might get a sneak peek of my newest pattern, which is a little bug. But more on that later. So that's it for right now. I'll check back in later when I've had some more progress. Okay, so it's time for another update. It's actually the day after I first started everything. And after the last check-in, if I recall correctly, we were 2 hours and 15 minutes into the 24-hour challenge. Currently, we are at 4 hours and 37 minutes into the challenge, which is basically like, it's more than double what we started out with yesterday. Now I'm checking in because I did finish the seal that I started yesterday, and I'm just about to start the other pattern test, which is for the Sailor Saturn, which is a companion to Sailor Jupiter over here, Sailor Cosmos, and Sailor Saturn. And she is going to have a tester call for Sailor Moon, like the OG. And I am like, yeah, I need to. My hope is that I can fill all that backspace with Sailor Moon characters because it's just my favorite anime series from when I was growing up. So let me show you what I made. And this is Suki, the baby seal. And I think I took the fact that it's a baby seal a little bit too literally because look at her. She's so big, like, you know. And I just love her. I used an 8mm crochet hook. This is lomaire yarn, and the color is mint. And I believe, if I calculated correctly, that I used 1 skein. Unfortunately, Lomaire Crafts is no longer selling their yarn. They're trying to like go into another side of the crochet spectrum. And yeah, I'll tag them down below so that you can follow them. But I made her with the minty color, which I've been trying to find a project to use it up, because when she was going out of business, I grabbed 2 skeins of mint, but nothing to like pair the mint with. And I don't know, there's just something about getting just like the correct tones and colors that just like, and I just didn't find anything. And I was like, but what am I gonna use to like accent it? It would be best if I just had like a plushie that I just made in one go, and here it is. So I'm super proud of it. The eyes are felt and they are by Sweetbeanscrochet Creations. Anything that I mentioned will be linked down below. For Sailor Neptune, here we have, let me try and grab them all together. Here we have the colors. This is the one over here, this one on the left-hand side. This one, or actually it would be your right-hand side. Anyways, this would be the skirt. The middle one is the hair, and any accents will be with this blue one. I'm using white for the white part of her outfit, and I'm using mushroom. So far, in terms of Sailor Scouts, I've used shell, and these two were made with toffee. So I think shell would be, plus since she has a lot of different blues, I think it'll be a nice offset. And what eyes are we going to use on her? Here are the eyes that I'm going to use on her. It's my own mix. It's called Neptune. And I think it's going to look amazing. Because when I try and think of the eyes that I'm going to give these characters, I look at their specific eyes, not as like the overall character's colors are. So Sailor Jupiter, her eyes are green. Sailor Cosmos, they're more silvery grayish with like a hint of gold in them, and that's how I made Cosmos. And over here, Sailor Saturn has purple eyes. Next up, if I do get asked to test Sailor Moon, they're going to be bright blue because that's her eye color. If down the line she's going to make Woolly Tunes, is going to design like Sailor Mars, her eyes are like a dark purple with like reddish tones. So I'll do that. So also, let me know if you would like me to release an entire Sailor Moon Safety Eye Colors collection. Wow, that's a mouthful. I'm excited. I'm excited for these characters because it's like I'm a little kid again. So without further ado, today being a Friday, it's a pretty busy day with all the after school commitments that we have. I will probably check back in tomorrow. Updates are going to be in bigger chunks now, so that I can like, since I'll be away from like the camera and whatnot. But I do have my iPad here. It's keeping the tally up on the time. I'm excited. The other thing that I'm super excited about, and I already told my testers, is that if I'm done with Sailor Neptune by tomorrow, I'll have them all ready for testing for my newest pattern. And I can't wait to release that pattern and show you all that pattern. But yeah, I'll check back in later. Bye. Hi there. It's been about a day and a half since I last checked in, and in that well, not in the check-in, but in the time that I've been away, I have made something for 10 hours. Now, those 10 hours are divided between finishing up another pattern test. I finished Sailor Neptune, and I'll show you in just a bit. And roughly 3 hours were spent painting and packaging up 8 different safety eye orders that came through my Etsy. Unfortunately, I was already packaging up the orders when I was like, wait, this is something that I could record. And this is also something that I could take into account of something crochet or crochet related that I've made in 24 hours. So we are sitting at a comfortable 15 hours and 10 minutes into my 24-hour challenge. I don't know. I mean, the fact that I've been able to make a lot, like finish basically like the three of the outstanding pattern tests. I've been able to finish the orders, and like, what do I plan on doing between now and the last update of this video? I plan on finally sewing up the nine-tailed fox for my husband. All the pieces are made, they're already stuffed. I just need to hunker down and finally sew them on. The other thing that I will spend my time on for like the remainder of the 24 hours is writing up my new pattern. My new pattern, hopefully by the time that I put this video out, it will probably be in testing. It's for a little ladybug. And if you've seen my Bonita butterfly pattern, it's familiar. It's familiar. I don't know. I mean, I'm not huge on bugs of any sort, although I do love butterflies. But I've caught the bug, pun intended, to make some bug patterns. And the first one that's coming down the pipeline is a ladybug. Excited about it because I already have like this idea in mind of how it's going to look, and we'll go from there. So 15 hours, that means that we still have 9 hours to go. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to fill up all those 24 hours with things that I've crocheted, especially since after I've done the ladybug, I don't have anything major to work on, but we'll see. We'll see. Because, you know, as a crocheter, we're always crafting. We always have something to do. That's why we have a near-ending list of whips and things that we want to do. So we'll see. So without further ado, let me show you Sailor Neptune. Look at her. Now I still have to work on her hair a little bit. Like, I want to sew some of these strands kind of like further forward. She's done. And this part here, I don't know why it keeps on standing up, but it's nothing hot glue can't fix. So I do have to like finish finessing her hair, but for the most part, she is done. She is done. Like, look at her, look at her. I love the mix of the different blues. Yeah, she kind of looks like she has bald spots, but I'll fix that. I just need to finesse a couple of things with her hair, but I kind of didn't want to wait to show you. So here she is. I love how her hair kind of like curls at the end. I love it. I love it. I love her. Look. And she's gonna be such a nice pop of color back here where the other Sailor Scouts are. So, yeah. So anyways, that's my update for now. I'll catch you later with my final update in the 24-hour challenge. Alright, so we've made it to the last update of this video, and all told, the little snippets of footage that I updated you on totaled 20 hours and 23 minutes. Yes, I do know I still have 3.5 hours, but those are going to be kind of boring, because those 3.5 hours I am going to probably spend them tidying up my craft area, because it's a crafter math. There's a lot of things that need to be put away, like all the yarn that I've been using. Since I usually pull from the center, well, it's kind of like mushy now since I used part of the yarn. So I need to re-cake those and then put them back there. If you can, as you can see over here, I have all 4 of my Sailor Scouts with one of my I made that purple cow, but the pattern is by Madeline Mako. And this is Buster Buffalo, and here I have a little turtle that I bought from Autumn's Crochet Creations. Now, in those, let's just say 20.5 hours, I was able to finish the Sailor Scout, the seal, and the bunny that are over here. I was able to paint 8 different safety eye orders. I was able to write my newest pattern. I don't have a name for her yet, but it's a ladybug. And writing the pattern, this is like the prototype. I still might do a little tweaks here and there. Took me 3 hours and 10 minutes. So this just goes to show that pattern writing takes a lot of time and effort, and then that's just the part where I wrote up the pattern for the prototype. Testing the pattern, remaking it, taking pictures, it's a long process. I can't wait to get this into my tester's hands. I decided to go with these fun colors so that I could see my stitches, but next time I am going to make like the OG ladybug. I don't know why I keep thinking like Lola Ladybug or Lolita Ladybug. I don't know. What do you think? And the other thing, and I'm so excited that I'm at a loss for words. I finally finished it, and well, I don't know how to count. It's a 9-tailed fox with only 8 tails. So I need to finish that 1 tail, which will probably be added into that 3.5 hours that I still have left in the 24 hours. But look at him. He's so cute. And even though I used Parfait Chunky with a 4mm crochet hook, I made Naruto back here in Premier Basics and a 7mm crochet hook, and it's almost the same size. I'll link the pattern designer down below, and I used my own Ember eyes on it. I still need to like finish, like take out the fluffies and everything, but for the most part I'm finished the tail, but for the most part he's done. What am I going to do in the 3.5 hours that I have left over for finishing up 24 hours of crochet? It'll probably be, as I mentioned, tidying up the craft area, finishing that tail for the 9-tailed fox, probably editing this video so that it's up as normal, and probably, if I still have some time, I'll probably be I'll either be typing up the pattern into Canva so that I can send it off to my testers, or working on another pattern, one by Mama Made Minis for a bunny that I want to gift my niece. We'll see. Or I could also like play Stardew Valley, because hey. Also, on Tuesday, so probably a day after this video is released, I am dropping a new safety eye collection called Neons, and I have 6 different colors that will be in the, well, not drop, that will be in the release. We have Flamingo, Orange Blast, Radioactive, Slime, Tsunami, and Pop Rocks. I think those are all the names. I'll include the picture here. So we have come to the end of today's video. If you liked it, please give it a like. It helps push out this video to other friends. Comment down below on any sort of aspect that you liked or didn't, or just comment. Share it with a friend, and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel. I try to upload at least once a week with a few reels or shorts posted throughout. And yeah, I mostly talk about crochet stuff and a little bit of everything in between. So I'll see you back soon in another video. Bye!